Third grade, this is our last lesson. Obviously, it's Mr. Cole, like normal, from Serenity Impact, but today is our last lesson. Um, I told myself I wouldn't cry today, and I'm not going to because we're going to have a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed the time that I've had with you guys. But we're going to get right into today's lesson. So, the first thing we're going to talk about today, just really quickly, is this thing called nicotine. You may have heard of this word before. You might be like, Mr. Cole, what is this word called nicotine? We will get into that in a second. But like always, Mr. Cole has a nice little warm up for you, a nice little recap from last week. So last week we discussed stress. So, who can name a healthy way to relax or manage stress? Same thing. Give me one example. Think about one way that you personally manage your stress. All right, you guys, great job. Those are great stress managers. Those are great ways to practice self care. All right, so we're going to hop right into it so we can get to the fun stuff. So, today we are going to talk about harmful effects of using tobacco products like cigarettes. So, y'all are smart third graders. I assume you guys have seen or at least know what a cigarette is. Now, do you think that kids, or we'll say third graders, kids your age, should be smoking cigarettes? Go ahead and show me with your head. Either nod no or nod yes. No, you guys. No, no, no. That's right. So it is illegal for anyone under the age of 21 to smoke cigarettes or use other tobacco products. So not only is it bad for you, but also it's illegal and you could get in a lot of trouble. So what nicotine is, that really big word I said at the beginning, it is an addictive chemical in tobacco products. What does it mean to be addicted to something? I know I'm hitting you guys with all the big words. So addicted, what does that mean? Does anyone know, or could anyone guess? All right, you guys, so those are great guesses. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys what it is. So, when a person is addicted to something, they feel like they have to have it. They cannot live without it. And they will go to all means, whatever means necessary, to get it. So, that's basically what addicted means, you guys. So, now let's talk about the benefits of being tobacco free. So, we should be practicing living a tobacco free life. That means we should never be smoking cigarettes, cigars, anything with nicotine in them, vaping. We should be trying to be practicing a tobacco free life. All right, so another big word. What does the word benefit mean? This one you may have heard before. Do you guys know what benefit means? That's right. A benefit is an advantage. That is when something good is going to come out of it, basically. That's what both benefit and advantage mean. So, when you guys are living a tobacco free life, something good will come out of it. Good things will come out of it. All right, now that we have covered that, we are going to open our workbooks to page 16, section titled Follow Your Health. So we have our friend Cooper here. Cooper is he is a super fun guy, and he's in summer camp with all the other sixth graders from his school. They are going to compete in an outdoor rock climbing event. Bernard, whom Cooper doesn't know very well, asked Cooper to skip the activity with him and to smoke cigarettes from a pack he found on a picnic table. Ooh, not only is it cigarettes, but he doesn't know where those are coming from. Cooper doesn't want to, and he doesn't want Bernard to either. He wants to tell Bernard about all the benefits of being tobacco free. Good for you, Cooper. Go ahead on. This is also a great time, like we talked about in the past, to practice one of our fun, super cool peer pressure refusal strategies. All right, so what our job is now is to help Cooper share the benefits of being tobacco free by completing the health maze that we have on that page. All right, you guys, so what you can do is from the start of our maze, you can go ahead and draw a line through all the healthy, tobacco-free benefits or good things that'll come out of it. You can draw lines that go up, down, left, and right, but you may not draw lines that go diagonal. As I said, you guys can go ahead and start at the start area and go through the maze. And we'll actually do a practice one. Let's do a practice one. So the first square on our path says healthier skin. All right, so what would be the square next to it? By next to it, that means up, down, left, or right, not diagonal. Which would be the square to continue the path of tobacco-free benefits? Any guesses? That is right. Yellow teeth and tobacco-stained fingers are harmful effects of tobacco use. So it's not those ones, obviously. So which is the next square that has healthier benefits? That's right, whiter teeth. That is what we're going for. Everyone loves white teeth, right? Right. Mr. Cole loves white teeth. So that is going to be the next benefit from living a tobacco-free life. All right, you guys. So go ahead and continue the maze. I will give you guys about 2 minutes. You guys have 2 minutes to continue the maze and get all the way through it, and then we'll go over it. Those 2 minutes start now. Ready, go. And time. Great job, you guys. So before we move on, I just wanted to let you guys know that when people smoke, they cough and they sneeze because smoke is harmful to their lungs. Smoke is in fact dangerous for your lungs. The more you smoke, the more you will experience painful things such as shortness of breath, a hacking cough, and bad breath. Also, long term, that will make you at risk or susceptible to things like heart disease, emphysema, and cancer. All these scary things, and we do not want that. All right, so go ahead and look at the harmful effects of tobacco that we learned from our maze. So the ones that you didn't use in the maze are basically harmful or bad for you. Something bad will come from it. So go ahead and look at those ones. Now pick 3 of those ones and go ahead and put it in the part of your workbook where it says it's not for me. We're going to write it down on the lines where it says it's not for me, just as a reminder that these are the reasons why I don't smoke or I don't use tobacco products. All right, most people choose not to smoke or use tobacco products because they know it's harmful to their health. So if you guys didn't know that before, now you do. So we are going to try to practice not using tobacco products. All right, so now we're going to move on, you guys, to our next very fun activity, our last fun activity. That's why I had to make it extra fun. So we're going to do what is called a systems check. What I need from you guys is to get into groups, and your teacher can help with this, but get into groups of 3 to 5 students, 3 to 5 people. Your goal with today's activity or today's game is you have to complete as many of the challenges that are in your deck provided. So Mr. Cole has provided you with decks that are different colors, but they look similar like this. Like this one's a blue deck and this one is a yellow deck. Each group gets one of those and you have to complete as many challenges from the deck as provided. How this works though, there's a structure to it, there's a strategy. So each group has a color, like yellow or blue, one of the colors from the colored decks, and then there's roles to be assigned. So one person out of the 3 to 5 people has to be designated to be the walker. Another person has to be the reader. And our last person has to be the writer. All right. And this is how your roles go. This is what you guys are supposed to do. So the walker will come to the table and select the top card from their group's color deck. So you're going to walk up to the front where each of the deck of cards are laid out on the table. And the walker is going to grab one and then walk it back to their group. The walker then is going to hand off the card to the writer so the writer can write down and record the group's answer for that card. Now the reader's job, what do you guys think the reader's job is? It's pretty obvious. The reader's job is to read the card for the group. From there on, you guys will work together to complete the challenge of each card. Now, there's also this other kind of card that's called the reboot cards. So if you draw a reboot card, the group will perform the activity on the card. Like I said earlier, the writer will record the group's answers on the worksheet. And you guys can use your workbooks. So we have a whole workbook of answers to today's game. Go ahead and use your workbook to help you guys out. Now, some of the cards, just to let you guys know, you will have to act out instead of write. So put your acting faces on, third graders. All right, so now once your group has completed all the activities and all the questions and have answered them, the walker will return the card to the table and the teacher will have you take the next card. So you guys are going to keep doing that until the teacher says stop. And whoever has completed the most by then wins the game. Are there any questions, third grade? No? All right. Well, when your teacher says begin, the walker will quietly, like I said, walk up to the table, grab a card from their color group, and walk it back so they can start that process. Remember to work quickly because you guys are on the clock and you guys are going against your other teammates. All right, well, before y'all go ahead and play that game, I'm just going to give you guys some last remarks. This is all I have for you guys. So first off, congratulations. You have officially finished Serenity Impact Mr. Cole's 10-lesson program of fun and healthy, safe things to do. So obviously, Mr. Cole is going to miss you guys. And the skills and information that you guys have learned, you're going to use it all throughout your life. One last thing, you can go ahead and take your workbooks home and you can share them with your friends and family. Show them all the cool, awesome things that you have learned over the past 10 weeks. Well, that's all I have for you, third grade. Right after this, y'all can start y'all's game. I love you guys, and make sure that you stay golden. Other than that, goodbye. Bye, third grade.